not Montreal or Vancouver, it's a Canadian-themed pub up the road from the office, where I'm going to ponder the 1995 independence referendum in Quebec, the bit of the country that looks and sounds ever so French. And get a load of the question. Even in English, it's pretty long and exceptionally complicated. The No camp were known as the Federalists because they wanted to maintain a federal Canada. The Yes camp were known as the Sovereignists because they wanted Quebec to be sovereign. The Yes, or We, campaign was a bit vague, with lots of questions about what independence really meant and what would happen to state assets like the post office. And so the No campaign started with a big lead, but then the polls narrowed, and narrowed again. Those who've studied it say the Federalists emphasised too many negatives.
You talk about one risk, people pay attention. You talk about two risks, people pay attention. You start to talk about 3 or 4 or 5, then either people start to say, well, this just isn't credible anymore, and stop paying attention, or it actually starts to annoy them so much that it has a counterintuitive effect. It actually pushes them towards the very side you're trying to draw them away from.
The No campaign brought in loads of Canadians for a rally where they pleaded with Quebecers to stay, much to the annoyance of the sovereigntists.
You had train companies and air companies subsidizing travel on that day to Montreal. And so people were saying, well, you know, that does kind of count as a referendum contribution or engagement in the referendum campaign. You can't, under funding rules, you cannot do that.
But it did work, and the final result was really close. 50.6% to the no's, 49.4% to the yeses, a margin of just over 1 percentage point.